call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a crew looking to make a statement. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Vols will put total leather to crank us up. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turn on the tape this week, you saw him in so many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Looking to throw, it's Lawson. He's got him. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, it's Harper. Got the first down and more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. The give on the inside. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quickly complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They didn't get a whole lot of yardage there, but the big fullback slammed his way and got what he could.
Hey, listen, that's what you're supposed to do, catch the football. I'm not expecting that guy to catch the ball and make big plays after he catches it, but catch it, give me some positive yards, mission accomplished.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Wants to throw again. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, given up some yards, and the opponent's at field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock keep them out of field goal range.
Unloads it left. Pulls it in. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Trying to bully their way in. Into their happy place for a touchdown.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The Volunteers offense will go to work for the first time today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Volunteers send out the punt unit.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Lawson. Rushes on him. Oh, he makes the catch. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. The option look. Now the pitch. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Going deep. He's got it inside the 30. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Back to pass, it's Lawson. Grabs it in the middle.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, they're going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And he'll be brought down. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Makes a grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw, it's Lawson. The screen, he can go. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Into the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harbor. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. On target. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Got his man on the outside.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets it to him on the screen. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back, who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands. But the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. West Virginia is ahead right now, but that's not exactly Major Harris out there. This game is a long way from being over.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lawson. He's got it down the middle. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. This dude is just a master along the sideline, getting that foot in bounds for the nice gain. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Grab near the marker. It's Burton. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24. The Vols come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out fast. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And the Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Vols moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Makes a connection. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll go to the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Lawson. Got the quick pass. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man quickly. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Hauls it in. They'll ride it at the 25-yard line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Verrier. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 1st down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee see, ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were...
Pulls it in down the sideline. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Caught. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete.
Going to have to design something a little bit better than that, fellas. I mean, you're throwing the football, you get 1 yard, and that was not an easy catch by him. He toe-tapped, made sure he got his foot down, but I don't know if that was worth it for a 1 yard gain.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Finds a man in the middle. Turning it on. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's first and 10. Just keeps slinging it. He's got the tight end. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Vols started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Lining up to add another. Splits those uprights right in half. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart. How fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Snags it over the middle. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. First snap in the red zone on this drive. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got
to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Back's going for the goal line. And they're in for a touchdown. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the returner goes down. So here is the Tennessee offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the back. Find some fresh air. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities. And
there he goes. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st.
tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his second catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Fires to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. The Volunteers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to slam in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Trying to bow his way in. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. He'll keep it himself. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Running back searching for a hole. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to
The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it from the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. And he'll finally go down after a huge gain and a big momentum boost for this offense.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick throw to the left side. Wide open downfield. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Bulldogs. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
PAT makes it 7-0. So So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Pitch to the back. Great move there. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. Past the 20.
Love how the quarterback waited until the last possible second to draw the defense in until he pitches it out in the option play. And not only does he get big yards, but they turn into a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up fourth down and 1. The Dogs will line up to punt it away. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Offense back out there trying to get something going. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Ball handed off. Breaks free. And that game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. The shotgun running play call.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Back to throw. It's Lawson. Caught over the middle. It's Burton. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. The catch makes it a more manageable third down. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Fighting off the defender. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense. Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Tries the right with a quick throw. What a catch! Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. The field goal is good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. QB decides to keep it here. The ball is loose. And the defense comes up with the football.
What a great job by this defense of stringing out that option and making the quarterback hesitant on whether to keep or to pitch. And because he was hesitant, it allowed the defense to get to him to knock that ball loose.
Looking to pass. It's Lawson. Catch made, looking for the goal line. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. The offense sets up with a first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball back at the 6 for a second and goal off that loss. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He was looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They've been stopped on third down twice in the red zone already. Can they find the end zone this time? A play action, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Play action here on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. He's in the clear. At the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. There was no catching him that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the return will be brought down. And the offense trots back onto the field here. To the air, it's Lawson. Caught over the middle. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what.
He'll take a deep shot here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Third down play here out of the shotgun. The receiver makes the grab, and he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Ball handed off, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Play action fake, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. He tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pulls it in. It's Harper. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
What a huge third down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
They'll try the ground game here. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the fourth quarter, really starts to wear you out.
Play fake, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
We'll try to run it with the option. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. They're 2 for 2 on third down this drive. It's third down and 7. Dropping back, it's Lawson. Looking downfield near the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. After making his first attempt, this one is from 38 yards out. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air. And you keep it going here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a
catch in bounds because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Here's a 1st and 10 play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Jordan. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. Dogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it again. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. 15-yard defensive pass interference. That player will get an earful on the sidelines. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. And he'll set up to throw. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The Dogs are in the red zone. Receiver makes the catch. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs.
Well, that's how you close a half of it. What a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. To throw, it's Lawson. Here's a target, and it's complete. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking deep downfield to the left. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Jordan. Tackle to the 35. Good enough for a 1st down. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, massive expectations for this SEC championship, and it has not disappointed. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the much-anticipated conclusion of the SEC Championship.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. And the Bulldogs will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. Fields it just outside the goal line. Coverage seat brings down the returner. Offense ready to start this drive. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. To throw, it's Lawson. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Harper. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
They'll try the option play here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. They'll change the pre-snap look now. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to his receiver. Caught near the sideline. It's Burton. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Heads up first snap in the red zone on this drive. QB bootlegs here. Catch made on the right side.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback still with the football. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, he keeps it on the option, and it's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the first down. Does a nice job of knowing where he needed to go. We got a new set of downs.
Dropping back, it's Lawson. Looking to the end zone, and it's picked off in the end zone.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Looking for a man deep on the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. The Bulldogs will send their punt team onto the field. They kick it away for the second time. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. And looking to throw now on first down. And the receiver's got it. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And look at this. The fullback getting involved in the passing game. You don't see that too often these days.
How about the big fella? The good news is this guy has pretty good hands, and we saw it right there on full display.
The receiver makes the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking downfield, it's Lawson. Checks this down to the running back. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made in space. Look out.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he doesn't get there. The try fails. They don't go up by 7. Still a 5-point game. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And their first play of the drive now from the 25. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They bring him down after a short gain there.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. The pass rush gets home.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. That's caught. It's Day. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The Dogs will bring their punt team on the field now. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Time for one more play here in the quarter. He hands it off from the gun. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Scanning the field. It's Lawson. The pass is caught. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing.
Picked off a crucial turnover. He's bringing it back. He's going to take it in. A game-changing play. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Whoa, what a play here to take the lead by this defense. You expect your playmakers and your best players on the field to step up when the game's on the line, and that's exactly what this defender did here.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, another nice completion by this quarterback and one of his receivers. You know, if I'm right, you look at this quarterback in this game alone, he's now over 350 yards. What a game for him.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Take it now, but not before he makes the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Pressure is coming. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. That completion makes it second and short. The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Well, it wasn't necessarily pretty or a game changer, but those option plays are sometimes best used to just get enough to just get a first down. I think that was the thinking on this last play. The defense has to be more aware in these kind of situations.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Dropping back. It's Lawson. Fires it to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Important second down play coming up. Pounding away with the run game. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
Closing in on a conference championship, this offense trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Running play called on 3rd and short. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Dogs will line up to boot it away. And they'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that sets up a return. And they've got the returner corralled. Offense on the field to take over. Here we go. The conference championship might come down to this drive. A chance to take the lead here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Clock way downfield for a huge gain. And he makes his way out of bounds. Good thinking there. The clock has stopped. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes?
Hold play go, S, and defense, S, do you run?
The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain. On
first down, why not keep it on the ground? It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. And there's the handoff. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? And here's the handoff. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. So now we're going to have a crucial field goal attempt coming up. And it comes down to this, a moment in this place kicker's life. His team trailing in the final minute, a chance to put them on top. And that one's straight down the middle. And cue the celebration. They have taken the lead in the final minute.
How about that? Clutch kick here for the kicker. Gives them the lead. But remember, there's still time up on the clock. This game is not over just yet.
Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Interesting strategic decision. They've got some time to work with. Will they play for a field goal or take a shot at the touchdown and win it here? First down, looking to throw the ball. He's looking to scramble. He shreds the tackle. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down then. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming up.
Now the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And this one is dropped and incomplete as time runs out to end the ball game. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. He'll hand it off. He's brought down out at the 46.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They're going to run it here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. Back to throw. It's Lawson. The receiver grabs it. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Eludes a tackle.
That's a good read. Got him a little bit closer to that first down and a nice chunk. Now, I bet before too long, you're going to see that quarterback pull it, try to get a chunk of yards himself as well.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Pitches to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Verrier. Makes the catch at the 10-yard line. Offense threatening now. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Catch made on the left side. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Scanning the field, it's Lawson. Looking for 6. Tight end was right. It's an option look. Picks up the first, looking for more. They get him down to the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch downfield. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a real nice gain there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side.
That's exactly...
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the wide out. Wide open downfield. You bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Get closer to midfield now.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set.
Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Here comes 2nd and 10 from the 44 after that incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Lawson. He pulls in the catch. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking deep to the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down. It's a shotgun run call. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. And here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Choosing to return the punt. And the returner is tackled by this. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Back to pass. It's Lawson. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion.
Chris, much like we saw in the 1st half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a 1st down. Textbook execution on the option.
Well, hey, it didn't go for a touchdown, but this is great execution. Knew exactly what they needed to do. 1st down, move the sticks.
Play action here on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. That's reeled in. It's Verrier. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Send the back in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Grab down the middle. It's Verrier. Down quickly after the catch, but the ball at the 14 sets up the red zone opportunity now. Coming up, the 1st snap in the red zone on this drive. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Back to pass. It's Lawson. Finds an open target on the left side. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
So with playoff pressure for the offense. Trying to find some room. It's Harper. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pass is tipped at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on the screen. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
Now, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Second and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. Grinding away on the ground. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the 4th quarter, force them to use all their timeouts and just keep working that clock.
To the air, it's Lawson, bringing pressure, and he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put...
Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. That's an important first down on that running play. Looking for some space. It's Harper. He's past the marker and still going. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 1st and goal, handoff. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. going for the touchdown on the right side.
Ah, the hammer. Second down and goal. Who better than the big...
Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Here's the handoff. And those stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. We have reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we see the number 3 seed in this playoff, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on last year's national champions, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Looking to pass. It's Lawson. Caught over the middle. It's Verrier. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. It's second down after that completion. Looking for a man. Pass rush closing in. Caught by the receiver. Makes a tackle. He's got room. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42. First and 10 now for the offense. Big throw caught on the left side. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. Now it's second down here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Burton. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play. Big moment here in this playoff game. Third and short in the 7th play of the drive. Looking to throw. It's Lawson. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. And moves the football to the 27 and their first down. How aggressive do you get on first and 10?
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Deep shot toward the end zone. That kind of execution. And looking to throw now on first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. That completion makes it second and medium. They mix it up with a run. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his back. Caught near the sticks. It's Harper. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. First down and 10 now. Dropping back. It's Lawson. The pocket breaking down. With the catch, it's Harper. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Caught over the middle. It's Verrier. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28. It's a first and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He escapes the pocket. Grab by the receiver. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Jukes to get past the man. He brings him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
To throw, it's Lawson. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
First down and more. He's still running. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. The run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They'll hand it off. End zone ahead. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for third and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Oh, and he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite third down offense.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And they're looking down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, third down, and get able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Blitz and a quick sack. The player is down injured after that last play. Let's take a timeout or they'll check him out. So it's second down and long here from the 13. Wants to throw it. Throws it to the right. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And that's the fullback making the catch. It was not a big concern for this defense when they built the game plan, but maybe they have to shift the focus.
Yeah, they have to, because this guy's athletic enough to be able to make that catch. This guy pounds those shoulders in to make blocks, play after play. I think it's very nice to be able to see him finally show what he can do catching a ball like this.
The pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw. It's Lawson. Grab down the middle. It's Verrier. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. Offense moving to a bunch formation. The shotgun handoff here. He's got the first and still going. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
We'll try to run it with the option. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Man, this defense is already struggling to defend the pass. I think their eyes are in the backfield. They're worried about where's the next pass play. And now they got to deal with the option. A lot to deal with against this offense.
They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. It's going to be a loss on the play. 4th out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down, and the crowd really getting into it. Back to throw. It's Lawson. Makes the grab. Can you get there? Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Took some extra time in the weight room. Quarterback, pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch. Puts him to space at the 50. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. 1st and 10 play coming up. Gonna run it. It's Harper. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Same tailback, another carry. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of the field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Just so impressed by this offense and the way
That's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives. This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrive in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia, as we'll see the third seed in this playoff. The squad here today looking to put on a show, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it, this football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Off the 54-yard field goal miss, the offense will begin the drive from the 37. Looking to pass, it's Lawson. Caught over the middle, it's Varian. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. Forced down here for this offense. And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. Now rolling out to his left. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On the ground, it's Harper. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
But that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Burton. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Quarterback's got it on the option. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. This will be a 43-yard attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. And solid. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. On 1st down, it's play action. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he steps out after a nice return. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. To the air, it's Lawson. Receiver makes the grab. Breaking free at midfield. Here he goes. Inside the 10. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. Great play.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Took contact on the throw. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Quick throw caught over the middle. Tackle, but 1st down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback fighting this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Pass caught. 2nd down now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. 6th play of the drive coming up. Dropping back. It's Lawson. Caught quickly. And they get the conversion there. Set up now 1st down at the 38. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Off the play fake, looking to throw.
And somebody had to...
They get the 2nd half started with a running play. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught for the completion. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Now they call a run. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back. That's on purpose.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Now it's third and short at the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. This play to the back. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up fourth down. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. He was successful last time out. This attempt is from 42 yards away. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And now the handoff. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Lawson. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring it down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Getting set. Here's second down. They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play. Receivers are bunched together. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. And here we go. It all comes down to this. Everything to play for. One quarter to decide who will win the national championship. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll run it here. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Brought down. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. Goes a stiff one. Oh, he fumbles. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, the running back here just seems so focused on trying to locate where he needs to go that he lost focus of holding on to that football. He's very fortunate one of his own guys is able to recover it.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down. The offense really clicking here.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Leaning on the run game here late. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. To throw, it's Lawson. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
So I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And he's got it with ease. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. For the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.